Hello guys, welcome here to Hitachi Truck Series qualifying for the Daytona 250, the NextEra 250. I'm Brian here in the booth with you. Today we have 2 rounds of qualifying. First is the 15-minute session to determine the top 10, and then we'll battle for the pole in round number 2 with the final 10. Skylar Martinez, he's the first one out on track. Then we got Mitchell Hoax. Excuse me. Christian Bracken in the number 16. Trevor Collins in the 98. Zach Kotalik, one of our part-time drivers. He's out there with the Brett Holmes racing truck. Daniel Gittero, another one of our part-timers. 42 trucks here for 40 spots. All the full-timers are locked in. Holly Anderson is one of those full-timers. Then you got Lyle Austin back there, another full-time rookie. Chris Wallace in the 52. Dick Clark in the 7. You got Nikolai Sykes in the 5. How's about Jana Fogelman in the 51? Logan Williams, the part-timer, in the 37. Excuse me, guys. Faith Cole in the 22. Addie Davidson in the number 19. There's Mitchell Hodak in the 35. Skylar Martinez just completed his lap. Jackie Smith, the defending Truck Series champion. For those who don't remember, a couple seasons ago, she is the defending champ of the series. Driving for CR7 Motorsports this season. And then Mitchell Collins leading a group of trucks here. '23 Ivy Sparks to the top of the boards in this qualifying round. Of course, remember, the fastest 4 of the part-time drivers will advance to the race. The other 2 will go home. And there's no duels in this series to fall back on, but a reminder that the Gel Cup Series Blue-Green Vacation Duels are this evening on YouTube, here on this YouTube channel, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I do believe. So we got a couple more hours till that. We'll have truck final practice tomorrow afternoon with the 40 that do make the field. And then we'll go racing on Saturday night here from Daytona. Can't wait to bring that to you. Should be a very exciting race. The Tricon Garage Toyota just went to the top, and now Befode Sacco in the number 12 for Young's Motorsports. Got a few really established packs. You got some trucks that are running all by themselves. It's a decent mixture. Excuse me for one sec. My apologies. My apologies, guys. Just getting over a cold here, so... Befode Stacko still out in front. Lyle Austin and Michael Brown are dead ahead. And Michael Brown, he's got to find some speed right now. Here's a decent train going right here. Zach Fitzwater leading this, along with the KBM truck of Reggie Fogelman, the 20 of Holly Anderson, the 05 of Karen James. We got defending champions of both series running in this race. Both will make their way over to the Cup Garage following this. Let's see where they stack. 20th for Fitzwater. No real improvements for the 20 or the 05. Karen James back here in the Truck Series after a round in the Lift National Series last season. Did pretty well up there. How about Zach Kotalik in the number 32? Of course, he is trying to make the field. Again, the fastest four go homers. The fastest four part-timers will advance to the race. All the full-timers are locked in for those who are just tuning in. Logan Williams is the fastest of those part-time efforts. Then you got the 32 of Zach Kotalik. Then you got the 44 Nice Motorsports truck. That is Parker Smith. And it looks like the 33 right now, Daniel Gittero. Of course, we'll be able to tell you for sure at the end of the session. But it looks like it'd be Dan Hummel. Looks like Dan Hummel in the 26. And then the 46 of Michael Brown. It looks like they'd be going home right now as things stand. Excuse me, guys. Befode Sacco still the fastest. Look at this line here, or this group. Now, of course, the thing these guys got to consider, they're going 4 wide. This is not safe for qualifying. And they'll sort it out very quick, but man, scary proposition there. And how's about this? The only Dodge right now in the top 10. We do have a wreck dead ahead. It appears it was the 4 of Reggie Fogelman, and possibly the 33 of Daniel Gittero. I don't see any cars with serious damage. Of course, we'll back it up real quick and then we'll bring it back to the live feed. No, it looks like it's the 33 Daniel Gittero. And this group of trucks just gets together here. Oh, Zach Kotalik hooks the 38 Nathan Ormond. And then Gittero just nowhere to go. But it doesn't look like anybody suffers like session-ending damage. Oh, the 16 might have hooked just a little bit Christian Bracken, but really couldn't do much to avoid it. But that's ultimately what happened. And how's about this? One pack is going to reel in another one very, very soon. Jaina Fogelman pacing this pack, the KBM Chevy. Of course, I'd mentioned, for those who are looking and being like, I know I signed up for that truck, but the manufacturer looks pretty different. If you're looking at it and you're like, man, the manufacturer looks pretty different, I had said in signups, just so everyone's on the same page, I had said, while there were no 2023 trucks released yet, when they are released, we will be switching over to them. And that is the case here. This team was going to start Toyota. They are now Chevy. Oh, man, Jaina Fogelman just cracked the top 3 with that lap time. And how's about this? The 24 of Samet Ozkan to the top of the boards. Now you see the KBM trucks together, and look at this pack. This is probably the biggest pack around the field right now. And they're about to catch Zach Fitzwater very soon. And that could be exactly what Zach Fitzwater needs. And if I was him, I might just drag the brake. If he cares about where he starts, I think I'd drag the brake right here. And just say, hey, let me catch these guys. All he has to do is just let off the gas here. He's 30th quick. With the line that is there, there's no doubt he could easily reel those guys in. Kyler Anderson, man, that is a rough session for that Dodge. They are going to have some work to do before the start. 75, Lyle Austin to the quickest now, breaking the 46-second barrier. And now Fitzwater's in this pack. It's going to slow him down, but it's going to help him. And you got to wonder, for some of these guys, you know, how comfortable are they really being in this? I mean, it's qualifying. You know, if you wreck, if you wreck and you destroy your car, you're going to the rear. And granted, it's Daytona. If you go to the rear, it's not exactly a race-killing penalty. But you gotta be thinking to yourself, man, I don't want to tear up this truck. I really don't want to impede our progress there. I mean, you really got to be thinking that at the end of the day, is I don't want to ruin our progress here. You know, we felt like we had something special. Let's keep it going. Fitzwater cannot improve on his time this time around, but again, he had just caught the pack. And again, we're keeping an eye on him. He's the defending Cup champion. He will be making his Truck Series debut tomorrow. Of course, hard to believe, of all the series that Zach Fitzwater's been a part of, he has not been a part of the Hitachi Truck Series in the past. Oh, 4 wide. I'd say someone's got to back down here. Someone's got to be the bigger person, and that's just not going to happen. Lyle Austin is the quickest right now. They managed to get across the line to complete one more lap around this circuit. See if anybody else can top the charts here before we head to round 2. Excuse me. Through 4. Will anyone top the 75? No. So that is the conclusion of round number 1. Lyle Austin, Dick Clark, Nikolai Sykes, Bradley Ream, Bafode Sacco, Samat Ozkan, Chris Wallace, Jana Fogelman, and Ranvit Kaur will advance. Logan Williams has advanced to the show as well, so he will run on Saturday night. So those 10 will battle for the pole in just a moment. Let's look at the rest of the leaderboard here. Sorry, I'm looking live or at real time like you guys are, and it would appear that the 46 and the 26, or 46 and the 33 rather, Daniel Gittero, Michael Brown, they will go home. Dan Hummel is in, so congratulations to Dan Hummel. He barely sneaks in. Just getting into that 47-second barrier. So again, it's going to be the 46 and the 33 that go home for this race. Tough break for them. We will be back with round number 2 in just a moment. Here we go. We battle for the pole now in the Hitachi Truck Series. NextEra 250. Of course, races on Saturday on YouTube. Bafode Sacco, the first truck out. Jana Fogelman now on her way out. As is Nikolai Sykes, the Tricon garage entry. And Logan Williams also on his way out in the number 37. Bradley Ream in the number 6, the only Dodge to advance into the top 10. Ranvit Kaur for Thor Sport. Much like in Cup Round 2, it's going to be about who can get paired up the quickest with the drafting partner. Because if you can find a drafting partner here, you are very likely to lay down a very fast time. Here we might have our first pairing. Sacco with a 54, or 50-04 rather. And there we go. We got our first drafting partners here. The 51 and the 24. That's Samat Ozkan, Jana Fogelman. And all eyes will be on these two right now. And possibly even that 52, Chris Wallace. He's got the tail end of that draft right now. And with how far back he is, he could very well take it. He's right on the tail end of it. You could tell. But he's going to carry so much greater speed than the two in front of him. P1 for Chris Wallace. Yeah, so it's Chris Wallace, Jana Fogelman, Samat Ozkan. That is your top 3 for the moment. All 10 cars have turned a lap time. These guys are catching the 12 of Bufode Sacco. Oh, these three have broken the 46-second barrier. This might be tough to overcome for anybody right now. You can thank that in large part to them catching that 12. Now Samet might get a really good time out of this. I mean, he hit 193 down the backstretch. He might get a really good time if he's lucky. Oh, I think he gave up a little too much in that corner. Oh, he's just a hair off. Sacco just ran the fourth fastest time, 48.99. Just inside the 48-second bracket. And these three Chevys are just taking off. Excuse me, guys. Look at this. This is about to be really good. 46.850 for Bufode Sacco. That'll put him on the front row. Is anybody else drafting around the track? No. It is literally just these four that have assembled. It is just remarkable how these four have assembled and somehow put it together. It'll be interesting. Can they catch the 13 and maybe help the 13? Bufode Sacco, he's bailing. He says, I'm content with the lap time I put forth. And I don't know why he is, because he just fell back down to fourth quick. These three have really figured it out here. Again, Chris Wallace with our onboard. Look at the RPMs. He's up to 8,000 RPMs right now. '51's gonna bail. Jana Fogelman, she's okay with her lap time. And now we'll watch Ranvit Kaur go to work. He is the second slowest right now. Ranvit Kaur, he's got quite a bit of distance right now. 46.742. He just passed Bufode Sacco with that time. Ranvit Kaur up to fourth fastest. Literally nobody else around the track has caught a draft. And you can tell just how much faster these five have been with that draft. And now Bradley Ream could be the beneficiary. Now Bradley Ream will get a lap in the draft, hopefully. Maybe two out of this. So we'll see if the Lone Dodge can get a good time down. Oh, they're catching the 75, Lyle Austin. It's really been others helping others in this situation. $46,788 up to 5th for Bradley Ream. And they'll get one more lap out of this. Oh, he had to lift the 37. He was way too close. This is going to end the session right here. Chris Wallace will be on the pole for this afternoon's, Saturday night's race. Gina Fogelman will join him on the front row. Then you've got Semedos, Conran Vitcore, Bradley Ream, the top 5. Then we'll have Befodsack, Lyle Austin, Dick Clark, Nikolai Sykes, and Logan Williams. They all advance to the final round, and they will make up your top 10 in that order. Logan Williams, tough break. He's the only one that didn't break into the 42nd, into the high 40s there. It looked like maybe he was just content, with the top 10 starting position. So, nonetheless, good run for that 37 for AM Racing. We want to thank you for watching. We'll see you Saturday night we'll see you hopefully tomorrow for final practice. If not, we will see you Saturday night for the main event, the NextEra 250. Till then, goodbye, everyone.